Life for a high school student now is very different. Everyone has to have the best bags for school, the best clothes, and you're either in the in group or you're not, and you're a weird kid. And you also have to worry about your grades, and then you think about college, and it's just all a lot at once. And I don't think that there's anything in school that can really teach you how to manage stress. The first suicide that I heard of, it rattled me like to the bones, and the second one, same thing. It's like whenever the principal comes on over the loudspeaker, you know it's going to be something bad because that's just how it's been.
Andrew was my oldest, and he really was fun. The house kind of revolved around him. 14 was the first time I couldn't get him out of bed to get up and go to school that day. And he said, "You guys will be fine if I'm not here. You'll be fine in 2 weeks." And I couldn't convince him. Even when I was trying to tell him, I didn't realize how bad it would be without him. I got a call at work and they just told me, "The fire department's at your house and it's serious." So I drove home, and the policeman stopped me halfway up the stairs and he stood on the balcony and said, "You're not allowed." So we waited. We sat down here and waited, and the fire truck still all up the street. I tried to talk the guy into letting me see him, and he wouldn't let me. And I said, I need to touch him, hold his hand, feel his hand or something, and feel his body. I wanted to feel his hair and his shoulders. And I at least put my head on his chest like I'd done lots of times before. And trying to help him get to sleep.
When the second one happened, my friend and I were like, we have to do something about this. This has to change. So we went and talked to the school counselor, and he told us that in the span of 3 days, he talked to 8 people that were suicidal. Really know what we were doing. We were just like, we have to do something. We have to provide some sort of service to help these kids. And then after a lot of brainstorming, hours and hours, in all these different meetings, we've came up with the idea of a mental health club.
So the Mental Health Initiative is a student-driven program. Students came to us last year around right after finals, and they said that they felt like they needed some support for mental health concerns. One of the students who came to us was one of our premier artists here on campus, and so we asked her if she would draw some sort of a logo for us in order to make it for our campus-wide, just kind of a sign for it. So she chose to do the 2 hands and put it in the colors of the mental health.
I have a friend whose child is in the club, and she asked me if I would talk to the club, and it will be my first time talking about this out loud, but I just don't want anybody else to feel this way or lose a parent or a child or sibling. My son Andrew died by suicide last year at age 17. He was a senior at Pinnacle. I would love to tell you a little bit about him, because when you die by suicide, you get remembered for your suicide and not the person that you were.
One of the things that my mom said, one of the smallest things she said to me, but it's helped me, it even helps me today, is that you have to celebrate every little success.
For someone who is thinking about suicide in a moment of terrible pain or despair, they have a problem they can't figure out, or it's just their feelings are so down, I would say just wait 12 hours